The US president also has a poor record when it comes to taking good advice. He acts on a hunch most of the times. This time, he's betting on his business acumen, we are told. A tweet from March the 2nd should give you an insight into President Trump's mind. He believes that trade wars are good, and it is the only path to quote-unquote winning big. So despite opposition from within his own party against tariffs, the US president has taken this gamble, and this is his calculation. He believes that cracking down on imports from China will give him a leverage. He'll then be able to secure a better trade deal from Beijing by forcing them to come to the talking table. Good luck with that plan. It hasn't worked in the past. Nobody expects Donald Trump to take lessons from history, but if he were to look back, this is what he'll see. The Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, which was passed during the Great Depression of the 1930s. The stock market crash of 1929 had sparked off an economic crisis in America. In an attempt to protect American industries, two lawmakers, Reed Smoot and Willis C. Hawley, pushed a law. That law increased the average tariffs on imports from 38% to 45%. The plan backfired spectacularly. The law prolonged the period of depression not just in the United States but in other countries as well. Countries like Canada that were heavily dependent on the US market imposed retaliatory taxes. In 1932, Britain and Canada decided to form a trading bloc, and US businesses suffered. Something similar is happening now. As we told you earlier, China has announced its plans to impose tariffs on American products like fruit, pork and steel pipes. As far as trade deals are concerned, 11 Pacific Rim countries are currently for a new Trans-Pacific partnership that the American president has pulled out of. The European Union, after the Brexit setback, recently signed trade deals with China and Japan. In a nutshell, America is isolating itself and fighting a losing battle. So the question is, why is the American president doing all of this? Is there a method in Trump's madness? Apparently there is. There's reason and purpose behind every infamous tweet and adolescent outburst, we are told. Why is he threatening a trade war with China? This is one theory. The point is that American jobs have been lost to Chinese business. There's enough in the media about China stealing American technology and dumping its goods in the US. China is also threatening America's allies in the Pacific, challenging over a century of the US's status as the undisputed world number one. That kind of direct language works with his constituency. Basically, the average American Joe who could be a blue-collar worker or a farmer, people with limited skills and education, they have seen jobs lost because of coal mines, because of nuclear plants and automobile plants shutting down. An article in the conservative online journal American Greatness argues that Donald Trump tried to offer an alternative when faced with legislative logjam. For instance, DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It is an Obama-era legislation which opened the doors to migrant children, but it never clarified their legal status. In other words, DACA is illegal. Donald Trump wanted it reformed and clarified. He even offered to legalize 1.8 million of them to return for $25 million to build a border wall. He wanted Congress to fix the broken immigration system, but Congress did not do its job. Similarly, the Iran deal of 2015, which was never ratified by the Senate. If it is such a great deal, the Senate can ratify it or reform, resubmit or reject. All Donald Trump is saying is that these problems are not his making and it is the constitutional duty of the Congress to sort it out. Ditto the Paris Climate Accord. It can be repackaged as a formal treaty and the Senate can pass it. Trump pundits in the US believe that he does not want to go down as a failed president by following the rule book, meaning sending bills to the Congress, watching them collapse. His constant tweeting, his attacking and arguing could reflect a determined effort, a determination to avoid the failure tag. That is Donald Trump for you. It could also be retaliation for a perceived previous slight or insult, and Trump is notoriously thin-skinned. Last October, in a magazine interview, he challenged SAG Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to an IQ test. This was in response to reports where Tillerson referred to his president as a moron, reports which Tillerson never denied. Earlier, he dismissed Senator John McCain's imprisonment in the Vietnamese jail during the war, saying it was not a war hero since he was captured. But this was after McCain described Trump supporters as crazies. According to the conservative US online journal American Greatness, and I'm quoting, collate Trump's tweets There are 24/7 responses to preemptive attacks by his critics. Donald Trump's reactions may seem petty on the outside, insulting and intemperate, but there's reason behind his madness. And when one looks at it, the economy is doing great. Employment numbers are up, so is investment. Donald Trump, with his tweets, taunts and all, may go well down as one of America's great presidents. That is what his supporters say. We believe in putting both sides of the picture out, and that is why we told you what is being said in his defense. But he has triggered a trade war, and that is the truth of it.